So look, check this out. We're having a conversation about content creating, just open conversation, you know what I'm saying, letting it flow however it flows, you know what I'm saying? Everybody giving their input, giving, whatever it is they got on their mind. And I think it's a good conversation because where we at right now in this generation, it's about content creating, you know what I'm saying? If everybody really put themselves in a position and understood and learned social media and the algorithms and the hashtags and the ways to get paid on social media, to be honest with you, I don't think nobody would have to go to work because I promise you on that internet, it's enough money for everybody. And the reason that is because of advertisement. You got all these companies that's looking for advertisement. And so what social media has done is gave them the ability to basically run commercials like we watch on our TV in these videos. So if everybody making videos and they pushing these videos out and we all watching each other, it's enough money to go around. But the question I was asking was, what is it that stops or keeps a person from getting over that hump? Because it seems like it's a lot of gifted, I don't really like to use talented, but it's a lot of gifted people in their lane. And I feel like when you find out your thing, which most people think they haven't found what their thing is. What your thing is what you do that's super easy and you do it effortlessly. That's your thing. Like if you love to cook and people always talk about your cooking, and for some reason you can go in there and do the exact same thing they done, but it just don't taste the same, it don't look the same, it don't make people's stomach feel the same. That's just your thing. Like you got some people you can put the clippers in their hand, and before they actually get it down, you can tell from the flick of their wrist and how they move. Like this is you like that's what you good at. They can sit there and train somebody that's not a barber for months, hours, and they just won't be able to get that precise cut like them. Like they just a barber. Like you got comedians, you got people who watch comedians and they say, man, that's easy, I can do that. But then what they realize is you're just not a funny guy. Like they have that funny bone, like it's in their mannerisms, how they move and things that they say. Have you ever been around somebody that they don't even try to be funny? It's just effortless. You sit around them and they talk and you just laugh and they probably feel some type of way. They probably feel some type of way a lot of times because people just always laughing, so it's hard to even take them serious. But that like whatever your thing is, it's what it takes the least amount of effort and you just do it, like you just super good at it. And I'm trying to figure out, because at this point, I do feel like I've somewhat figured it out. I think it's levels to things, but what I see with most people is they can't find out how to get over that thing. So if you trying to figure out how to get over the thing, it's probably a good conversation. But Travis, what was you were saying that, like, because this is my guy right here. This Travis, this person doing all the editing. When you see the capture, you hear the sound effects, you see whatever, you see the different angles. It's the man of Travis. That's what he does. Like we went out to eat, we invited him to some great food. So if your mom-in-law see this, I'm gonna tip the hat to you. But even while we was in there, it was a person. I can't remember bruh's name, and he was introducing me, and bruh said, whatever you need when it comes to that camera, travel. That's his thing. Like that's his thing. I've watched him, like I've had several conversations. Man, that's his thing. Like, and I was asking him, like, in that world, what do you feel like is, not saying that you haven't got there, but I know if the door's open right now, he's gonna be a trendsetter. So what do you feel like is?
I honestly, I think that, when it comes to, to kind of touch on what you were talking about as far as influencers and essentially people that are trying to run a business, and obviously being an influencer, that's your online or that's your brand, that's your business. So getting over the hump, and again, I'm still learning every day. It's always a learning process for me every single day, and I enjoy the journey. And that goes back to, the barber.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone that's really, really skilled with the flick of their wrist, and trying to teach someone else the same process. They may just not have it that exact same way. And it boils down to these two things. And I learned this from a young man named Stephen Burke. Shout out to you, Burke, one of my mentors. But he said something to me years ago, and he said, there's two things to make any business run. It doesn't matter what type of business it is. And I was like, only two things.
Only two.
Okay, what's the two things? And he said, people and processes. Let's forget about all the other things that go under those. Just imagine your right ear and your left ear. And this one is the people, this one is the processes. And for any business, if it's Core, if it's CVS, if it's the mic company that built, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. If those two things are not in place, you will not have a successful business. So with you, Joe Baker, LLC, whatever your business is, you're the people, you're the person, you are the one that's doing the work. You have the talent, you have the drive, you have the dedication, you have that skill set. But more importantly than talent is, what does your administration mindset look like? What is your processes? How do you wake up every day and think about how do you approach your business? And that's something for me that I'm slowly getting better at as I'm watching you and also other people that I've come across in my life. I'm like, man, I need to start adapting the way that this person is doing this. And you always hear that, you never want to be the smartest person in the room. That's so true.
It's real.
It's so
It's
true.
real. It's real. Because it'll dumb you down. That's just like chess. If you know you like super duper better than somebody, don't keep playing the person over. Because by the time you play somebody sharp, they're gonna beat the brakes off of you. Because your moves don't get lazy. So yeah, that's most definitely. And I'm glad you said my process, because I do get that question a lot. Like when you were just explaining the spaghetti and me, figuring out my sauce. I went through so many things trying to find it. Like when I first came home, like before that, like I did the book thing when I first came home. That was with my first couple of books. But at that time, I didn't know nothing about marketing. I didn't know nothing about promoting. I was slow I figured out how to get in the kiosks in the malls. I could pay for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which was probably $400-500. And then I'm paying another $400-500 for my books. But even in that, once I got in the mall and I done bought all the things to, make it look
Display.
the presentation. Display, yeah. So after that, what I realized was pitch. I didn't know. I'm thinking I can get in here, people
And
gonna
just
see
put
it,
stand,
people
the
gonna-
lemonade stand and everybody
yeah. So and then I had to realize quickly, like if you got any kind of, they got to fight through social anxiety, fight through whatever it is that's making you not want to approach it. Your mind, that person ain't gonna buy it. That person ain't gonna buy it. And I had a guy named Keith Bell, man, most high rest his soul. Keith Bell, he the one that told me about the kiosks, how to get in them. And then he came one day, I was in there, and I was sitting down. And he came over, he said, bro, he said, you can't pick and choose who you think gonna buy. He said, stop every person that walk by, regardless of what they look like, what color, shape, size. He said, stop
Can't judge
every
the pocketbook.
single person. And then at that point, I really had to get a pitch, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up realizing it was a one line that I used a lot, you know what I'm saying? I would start, and how I started, I believe in grabbing people's attention.
7 seconds.
Man, because listen, it's exactly like social media is the people that are successful at social media, they understand if you don't get them, I promise you the next scroll is somebody right up under them that's funny, it's some kind of pet video, it's something that's gonna make them, and they don't forget your face. It's like a first impression thing. But if you got a video that grab 100,000 people's attention right off the bat, they gonna ride with you for a long time. So I watch a lot of people that make videos and it take them 2 minutes to get to their point. It's over, bro. In the social media line, it's over. Now you could be in a setting like this with people who know you and take 2 minutes to do that. You do that on social media, you can hang it up. People, they're gonna get tired of you. So I would start out with something that would grab their attention. Look, I just done 10 years in prison.
Man.
When I say that, first thought, they looking around like, Jesus is prison. How he got this in the mouth? I'm gonna make you look at what I'm doing. I'm making you look at me, and I already have you thinking. So I got you on the hook. My next line gotta be, you know what I'm saying, something that make you say, I want to support this person. I'm gonna grab your attention. Then this is interesting, and that's the same delivery I really have when it comes to, and I learned this over time. When it comes to the story time, the title, my titles is always catchy, interesting. When I drop that title, when I come in and give you a decent introduction, and now I can go long in my introduction now, you know what I'm saying, because I got my support group is there. In the beginning though, I'm coming out, it's gonna sound toxic, dramatic, it's gonna be something you like, let me keep listening to this, you know what I'm saying? Even when I first started my story time, when I did the escape story, the cougar story, sleeping with an officer, getting narcotics from an officer, getting engaged to an officer, being in the cell with my daddy, getting a fight with my brother in the cell. These is all things that I know you thinking, what? And then from there, I just got to figure out how to reel you all the way in. And I think that's where that's been my process. My process is literally get your attention and find a way to hold it long enough to where you stay interested. And I think do you think it's the same way with real estate?
I mean, yeah, it's really right on the head because the way that I'm thinking, so even as a real estate agent, I'm looking at myself just as an individual entrepreneurial style business owner.
Mm-hmm. Commercial break me one time for one time. This is Kai, what's your ID?
Kai Turner TV.
Kai Turner TV. And Trav, what's your ID?
The real Travis Shots.
Good. What you say, bro?
I was gonna say in real estate, I mean they coach us all the time. Going from E to P and in between, going from entrepreneurial to purposeful, there is a hump or a glass ceiling in between. And the process of breaking that up is the discovery phase. Everyone, you guys had that. That's how you're able to. That's how y'all have been able to constantly grow up. Not constantly, but exponentially, right? Because once you get the process down, how you said, processing people, the thing is, that oneself needs to figure out, does processes come naturally or does people come naturally? Because the ones that set, the way y'all set yourselves apart from other people is y'all are good at what's doing, or y'all are good at doing what comes unnaturally to yourself, right? Like how you said, you need to wake up, you need to learn how to adapt, bro. 80% of the world is not, you know what I'm saying, not getting with it. What's up? Amber.
Sorry.
Nah, bro. So I was just saying, like, bro, all like how you were just saying, bro, how you're seeing other things and you're like, man, I need to adapt that way. I need to move a certain way. That don't come natural to you. That's why doing what's not coming natural to you has taken you further because you've already done everything that comes naturally to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it plays a huge part, bro, because I did everything that comes naturally to me in my business, and I made as much money as I could make with what I could do. But it's when I was like, okay, what am I bad at? What do I not like doing every day? You know, I don't like getting up at fucking 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym, to get home, to get my daughter ready. I don't like doing all that shit. But doing all that before 8 a.m. gets me in the office by 8:30.
Right.
So now I'm ready to prepare. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it plays a part in my business.
Okay. And this is my guy, Mighty Pacino, my guy, a rapper, and he got bars, like literally. And I feel like you good for this conversation because you're an artist out there and watch, do music is good. What do you feel like in that? And I know you want to do the acting too. What do you feel like? Not saying you haven't had any. What do you feel like has stopped you from really?
I feel like you gotta know where to put your money. I think I was putting my money in the wrong places.
Where?
should have been paying the bloggers more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Instead of like buying I got so many fucking videos. So I was shooting videos, getting features, all that type of shit.
When you said,
Going to the club, strip club, getting the song spent, throwing money. You know what I'm saying? So I was out there in the streets putting my face out there. So I was known, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't,
right.
I couldn't go to the next step because I didn't know where to put my money.
I got a question. Now that you said it, as an artist, I know you ran into other artists. You said you ran into features. Is that a conversation amongst artists to help us? Is it somebody? Because did nobody show me the way? Like I literally had to figure it out. That one guy, Keith Bell, dropped a few gems on me.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've had to figure out the entire process. Do you feel like there's been people along the way that was in that same lane as you that gave you game when it came to that? What you saying about the money?
I feel like some people gave me the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some people did.
Right.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I found it out later on. Not when I had my buzz.
Not
I
when
found
you
out,
had-
you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know this when I had my buzz.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could just pay say cheese.
Yeah.
Shit when everybody was popping shit, I was popping right along with them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, I didn't know that you could just pay him to get on there at the time.
And to touch on what you're talking about, it goes back to, like, think about it like this. We all technically have a business within ourselves, our brand, right?
Mhm.
So in retrospect, what could have helped you was you not necessarily wearing all the hats. You using people or hiring someone to do that particular part of your journey for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Joe T, like he had to seek out certain people to help create his first book,
Mhm.
create the editing for that book. That was part of his process, and you know what I'm saying. That's when a lot of us are feeling like, for myself, like a simple cart, this little cart I be moving my stuff around. That's a process for me, because like back in the day, whenever I had assistants and I'm relying on other people to help me move this stuff around, and I'm like, damn, why don't I just invest in this little piece of gear, and that helps me move my whole production all at once.
Right.
And now I don't have to seek out others to help me
Right.
do that part of my process. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it easier.
Yeah.
My G, how you doing, brother? Yes, sir.
What's up, baby? Mighty, you back up. What's your IG?
Lil Mighty Al Pacino.
What's your IG, bro?
IG, King, DA King _ Maker _ the King Maker.
What's your
Triple D Savvy, TRIPLEDSAVVY.
my guy?
Sarah.
QP.
184 QPC.
Yeah. Where that green at?
Back on with the music too, when you said you didn't know where to put your money at, do you feel like now, do you feel like if you would have understood social media, all that other stuff, you wouldn't even have to do it?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was getting a whole lot of views off social media early, like just doing funny shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had social media on lock, bro. I actually ran into a dude. You know what I'm saying? He was my manager. I still fuck with him to this day. Good guy. He started helping me out. But by that time, goddamn, I had already lost passion for music. But when he was helping me, like I said, we would have knew where to put our money. You know what I'm saying? When he was putting money into me, you know what I'm saying? We would have actually did something. But by that time, I already lost passion for music.
Because I asked that question about social media because I feel like social media right now in the generation, I mean, it's the great equalizer.
It's going. Everybody getting rich.
Yeah, I feel like if you figure out social media, I don't care what you do. I watched a woman the other day who started, like, she got this, it's a hair product supposed to help make your hair grow. I hope it really do help make people's hair grow. There's many products out here. A lot of y'all ain't helping folks hair grow. but I tried a couple of them, and they ain't nothing. That's how I know. That's how I know. But then on top of that, I know that's a lane people really want that. So salute them for the marketing. Like, she literally got on there, promoted a couple of the hair care products, but it was an overnight situation. Like, she literally woke up with You know what I'm saying? My situation was similar, not like hers. Like she was one of them millionaires in 2-3 weeks. My situation, I went to sleep. I'm averaging 40 book sales a month. Went to sleep, made one post on social media, went crazy, started selling 1,000 books a month, which changed the course of everything. But in that, like I literally had so many people telling me, this is what you need to do on social media, and I wasn't listening. Because I'm like, you know, when you don't, I feel like you approach things different when you get results from it. People go to the gym more when they see physicality change. You know what I'm saying? People keep going to a certain barber when they, you know, it's just, he just got a different feel. Like, and I feel like once social media did work, I was like, I need to figure this thing out. Wait.
But what people don't realize, you create your own algorithm. What you like and what you follow is what you gonna get into your feed. So it's the same thing like the world, you get what you get. So if you follow a bunch of rappers on there, you just gonna see a bunch of freestyles and shit. You follow a bunch of strippers, you gonna see a bunch of booty shaking. You know what I mean? You just gotta feed into what you really want, what you really desire. And once you get that shit going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have a strong following because the platform follows people with the strongest influence. So if you got a good influence and you create your own algorithm, yeah, you're gonna get more feedback, you're gonna get more interaction and shit like that. But you gotta do shit different. Because by the time you trying to do something that 80 other people that already hopped on this trend, you following down, you know what I mean? You just gotta stay strong and keep doing your thing until, you know what I mean, catch on.
Right, because I've been trying to figure it out. I've been learning that, you know, I got the Uber business. So I've been trying to promote that more and pushing that out there. So it's definitely, I'm not like an Instagram guy, but getting into it now, I'm trying to push my product out there. I'm learning a lot more that certain things that I have to tap into, certain things, like you said, you have to like or try to go follow and put it into so you can get those followers, so you can get that overnight sensation, or just get that one person just to hit it and then post it. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find that one person to hit it.
Another good tip is you jump in these comment sections of things that relate to it.
Right.
Because you got a bunch of people who y'all have common interests, and a lot of times people go to the comment section. They see certain people, depending on what you said, you know, they'll end up coming to see what you got on your page. Like I know a lot of people that deal with that vegan stuff. When you go through their comment section, there's a bunch of people who like vegan food, trying to figure out how to cook vegan food, and they follow other people who do vegan. So when they go through there, they 9 times they click the 10, 15 of them going, I do it. You know what I'm saying, all the time. To piggyback on what he just said, that your interest on social media is most definitely important because it'll most definitely put you in the algorithm of things that you're seeing. And I feel like you got to change the trajectory of that at times too, because you want to keep educating yourself and you want to keep seeing things that's showing you, you know what I'm saying. Well, when you create an algorithm for yourself, you're gonna follow on the algorithm of people interested in what you doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I learned that in a short period of time too. Because once I started doing the storytelling, the first thing I started doing was, because I'm a healthy competitor, I don't believe in hate, but I believe in iron sharpen iron, and I believe I can be sharpened by somebody that's good at what I do. So I started looking at other people who was telling stories, and I would critique in a healthy way, like, okay, what are they doing? What is it? And then I said, and then I asked, what sets me apart? No one thing set me apart is nobody that have ever heard me cuss on my platform.
Right.
Ever. Like, and I ain't, which I ain't be cussing anyway. but that was something that a lot of them use a certain aggressive language. And what I started paying attention to in my comment section is people would say, he just sit there and tell their whole story and then cuss one time. So that's just like what I'm saying.
And that helped fuel you to see.
And it brings you a broader scan.
And I can reach more. People
can reach more.
People get more comfortable in it.
Older people gonna feel like that changed their life. They've been through what you've been through.
And then a lot of them didn't drop messages. My ministry, I could put that in my story. I would tell the story, but I'm telling you the results and consequences behind this. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing I noticed was people, the delivery. Before I go in for like Lil Baby, one of the things that set Lil Baby apart, I've seen in many interviews, they ask him why he ain't got no tattoos. Like as art, like it's just
He
something.
did that purpose, though.
Yeah, it's just little things that just set him apart. But and then like you said, the sauce was going back to the process and the people. Once I learned the people, seeing the process, what I started doing is paying attention to the conversation and just continuing doing what the people was asking me for. You know what I'm saying? What it was they liked, how I was doing it, and from there I ain't had to switch up. Just ride it. It's just trying to figure out how to help people get to that same point.
Right.
Because at some point in the game, I feel like I watched so many rich, wealthy rappers, actors, they hog the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so at some point, you don't have to be a multi-millionaire before you get to the point where you're like, okay, how does the team eat? Everybody in this room got something going. Or trying to figure out something. I appreciate everybody in here. But it's still, like I tell Travis all the time, at some point I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, help everybody else. Because I done figured out my process. If y'all leave out of here today, I can just stand in front of the camera and keep doing what I'm doing. It's going to be just fine. I'm not saying it's out late, but at this point, if the Most High done put people in my life, I want to make sure that they, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like social media is the way. I feel like if everybody in here figured out what they wanted to do, like I was telling QP yesterday, you notice he didn't do it then.
When they post that, when they
Going to the next thing was consistency. I feel like it's a lot of people who are, I ain't gonna say they ain't good, it's just they not for me. But I feel like I've watched a lot of people just based on consistency become successful. Because if you stay in their face for so long, even if I done seen people 50, 60 times, never watched their videos. But by the time I get to 60, I'm like, let me see what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what people like about it.
And
Yeah, let me see what this is.
that goes back into the process, like, and not to throw you out there again, but maybe his brand is there.
Right.
He is the person. He is the people. He is there. He is a machine. But the only thing he's missing is his process.
Right.
And once he figures that out, it's gonna change his life.
That's
Right.
the discovery
But the process is consistency. It's waking up, doing what you want to do every day, regardless if you're getting paid, regardless if you feel good. And you gotta know how to plan for the future.
Yeah.
You gotta make you 3-4 posts. So the bad days, whenever you don't feel like doing shit, you still got something.
Yeah, you got content. You got your
That's,
content.
and that's if you have that drive.
Yeah, whatever you kind of go into you, trying to watching you, and I was seeing you. Okay, so boom, so I'm ready. And I kept saying, okay, so boom. Like, this is okay, so boom.
It's
It's Kel Green.
That's how I learned.
That's a tag.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
That's like a metro tag. You know what I mean? Or any producer tag. That's
And that's how I seen the
You
views.
can't run around saying it all day. So,
It's a marketing tactic.
Yeah,
It's catchphrase.
it's catchphrase.
It's catchphrase.
But it's relatable because, okay, boom, check it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you do. You say tell a story. Okay, boom.
okay, check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
And then at that point, it turns into a logo.
It's a brand. It's a movement.
It's just that fast.
It's a movement.
But as soon as I realized the catchphrase, another thing I said is, how many can I have? Migos them got, as rappers, them folks got so many additives, don't make no sense. So then I started the dramatic effect me, please, the commercial break me, you know what I'm saying? All of that, you know what I'm saying? The pig. And I turned it all into, you know what I'm saying? Just repeatedly keep saying, I'm looking at you looking at me, we're looking at each other.
It's that lingo.
They said, all of
That's shit though.
strategic when it
When my shit with easy, look at phone look at me.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
send the books
it's all tactical. I don't make no moves. I'll say this anybody I don't do nothing that ain't calculated, bro. I don't make no moves without knowing what the next one is about to be. It just don't. That's from trauma. That's from living.
Shout out to the chess pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
Next move.
That's from trauma.
You know what
That's
you
from
do
trauma.
before you do
It one wrong move and
That's
you
it.
know, it's
It's a wrap. You gotta know the outcome. You gotta know
Just
the
like what
outcome.
Brother said about the real estate, you got to a certain point and then you didn't.
I I think for a while the fear of what could possibly go wrong in the next move held me back. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been calculated, bro. Like I got into real estate not too long after high school, and after that I was like business groomed. So everything's been calculated for me. And then once I fucked up all the bread, I realized I'm like, okay, so I made my decision now, and I think that I'm about to make a decision after this. But what if that decision is the one that's my last decision?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been in analysis paralysis for a little bit. I've had to fight out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight back. You got to fight through.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy, man.
But yeah, man, you can.
No, I just heard he said analysis paralysis. I mean, I know I've never heard that term, but now that I'm thinking about it as you said it, I think we probably all going through that.
Yeah.
It's definitely about.
Yeah.
It's just fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just gotta get to that point where you gotta realize, like, why live with regret?
False evidence appearing real.
What you said?
Why live with regret?
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Yeah.
Right.
I can see if it was a life or death situation that, you know what I mean, it's something beyond just survival. But like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Live your life, you know what I mean?
What's like literally?
You got a story to tell somebody at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, why you wanna have a base kit? Oh, I just went to work. That's cool. No, that's why
That's
all my
all
stories is
I
fine, you know what I mean? I can live life, you know what I mean? Cause shit, this shit could be over. I just got out, so shit, you know what I mean? I'm happy to be out.
Real talk. I approach everything with that right there. My thought in everything is, if I'm scared, I'm gonna fight through it because there's somebody who super duper wealthy and take care of their. I'm talking about they created generational wealth because they fought what they brain was trying to tell them not to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna step out there and do it. Like if all else fails, then what it is, I go back to what I know.
Yeah. Sometimes it don't be your brain. Sometimes it be outside factors.
Yeah.
It be the people around you that be
Yeah.
most scared. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Outside looking in, they don't be seeing what you see. You know what I mean? They don't understand how you know how to maneuver.
They
So they
project
just
fears on you.
yeah. And then that
I ain't scared to go by myself.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't even tell people plans. I don't even tell
You
people
can't
ideas. I just do it.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody trying to tell me where to go.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't, you know, I listened to the song twice. Like I didn't know, I knew you did music out there. That was the first time let's see. What do you feel like as an artist? Same thing I asked, bro. What do you feel like? What do you feel like you need or you missing or something that hasn't allowed you to go where I know where you see? Cause you just gave us a lot of gems. So I wanna hear your answers.
It's really more so of a money thing with me. Like I just want to go to the bank and go get the right loan. Most artists be looking for a label signing. I don't need that. I'm just working on getting my credit right so I can go get my money. I ain't gotta pay back no 10, 20 times the amount.
Cause that's what he just hit on, not putting the money in the right place. So I want to ask you, I don't think you heard it. What would you do with the money to create the vision?
Right now, I just put money behind everything I done already started with no money
Yeah,
and just keep making it work.
yeah, yeah. That's really the move. Like in the chorus we recorded the other day, I said in the chorus, there's people that get one song right now. HD for President, my guy. Shout out D. He got plenty of songs, but it was that one song. I think you better hold up. I had to shout it because I put me on your IG when you see that right there. So, but he took that song and it trended. I'm telling you, he pushed that. Push that. You can get one trending song right now, and the way social media is created, you go on there and put $50. You say, I'm putting $50 on this post. It's gonna show you. It's gonna reach X amount of people. You're gonna get X amount of responses, X amount of DMs.
Right.
If you can afford to, like you said, with that loan, you could take it. If you got a loan for 20, 30 grand, and you say, man, I'm gonna put 2,500 behind this one song, and it's gonna reach Instagram, all the social media platforms do it, and they say it's gonna reach a million people. It's gonna reach a million people.
See, I didn't done music enough,
Yeah.
long enough, I'm gonna say, so that I understand the business game. And yeah, like you said, put that money behind that song, it's gonna jump. But like a lot of time, people choose what's gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have no control over it. You know what I mean? You put 20, 30 bands behind a song, and that shit just ain't it. You know what I mean? People gonna pick the one you ain't do nothing with. But it's more like what are you gonna make outside of this shit that your music is gonna advertise for? Like, you know what I mean? If I have a certain lifestyle that I live, I make music about my lifestyle. So I'm gonna get my clothes, my brand for things that's my lifestyle, people that resonate with me. This shit ain't for everybody. I'm not putting it out there trying to reach everybody. I only want people that's on this wavelength with me because shit, like, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not here for everybody. You know what I mean? Some people don't like the way I talk, some people don't like the way my face looks, but you know what I mean? The ones that understand what I done lived through and why I am the way I am, that's the ones that understand and know that I'm a abundant person, I'm a loving person. Ain't no hating on work.
In my approach to it, when you said you put 30 bands behind it and the song won't take off, my approach to it is put the 2,500. But if I put the 2,500 behind it and I drive enough people to come over and see what I got going on, see what I got going on, see what I got going on as far as merch, and a lot of people, you do something and then you don't have enough to back it up.
Right.
You don't have enough for them to come. You don't have enough for them to binge.
Yeah, the portfolio.
If I send somebody to YouTube right now, I got over 700 videos.
Right.
So if I do a good story right now and I didn't have it, I only got them to come over to see the one. But if I put the money behind the best one and I got 700, I got the potential of sending them over to.
That's where I'm at. I've got the catalog built.
Yeah.
Now it's just time to, like you said,
Yeah.
feed the engagement.
Yeah. That's my approach is to have enough content and then send them over because I don't feel like you can't miss and it won't take 30. It won't take 30 bands to send them over for you to make money. You can spend that little bit and know I'm gonna send enough over here. If I spend 2,500 right now on one video, they're gonna go over and watch 5.
Yep.
I'm gonna make their back off the 5. They're gonna end up watching 100. I'm gonna triple it.
Yep.
So if the catalog is there, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yeah,
That's very telling for new people that are wanting to get onto YouTube.
Yeah.
You basically fill up your channel.
Yeah.
You load up your arsenal, and then when they go to it, that variety is there.
They got enough to watch.
That's
They
what
got
it
enough
is.
to
That's
watch.
what I ain't know. I ain't know. Like, I'm
You got no
promoting, I ain't know I'm supposed to put money behind that. Like,
Yeah.
boost.
And it's on
I got like
YouTube.
40 some videos on my YouTube.
But that's
I got
something
content, like
And
music
that's
videos.
You don't know that. You don't know that, but on YouTube.
You know what I mean? It's still an organic way to blow up. That's still new.
Yeah.
That's only because they're limiting your post. They're not giving you your full engagement out the rip. You gotta buy your shit back. So create your own platform so you don't have to go through them. Be active in the streets and be active in a physical way that people can come and get your shit without having to go through a social media because shit, 9 times out of 10 when you putting your shit on social media first, they have the rights to your shit if you ain't registered and copyright your shit.
That's risky. That approach, it's risky on the strip of social media done changed the game. It's hard to get to the people like people.
Your social media is just a tool though. Social media is just a tool to like gather your people, you know what I mean? It's just a forum, you know what I mean? I'm not saying don't use it. Don't.
And then your audience, us, being black, that approach right there, heavy. It's hard because
It is, bro.
yeah, because I can take this. I've been doing this for 4 years. People know about the books, they know about the merch, they know about all that. And people tell me all the time, you should do a tour. I can do a tour right now. Most people think I'll pack 4,000 to 5,000 people. It'll be 30 for them in there. And I'm honored because I know. People tell me all the time, man, you should put that on the shirt. I put it on the shirt, you ain't bought it. And it's only us. The minute I put everything in the trunk and say, I'm gonna be such and such, it's only gonna be 10, 15 people who gonna pull up and actually do it.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? I was hesitant to do this because it's like, when I say let's do it, because I know how we do each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, go ahead.
People only support you when it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's how. So if a lot of people don't know 2828 brand, y'all seen that before. Everybody rocking 2828. What they did was they got a bunch of their merch, got a bunch of people and did their shit for free. Just did a big photo shoot and pushed it, kept doing it. Like, yeah, it's risky. You still gonna that same money you put on promotion or anything, you gotta put it into that part too.
Yeah.
That's the physical part of being in the streets. So that you're not just putting it on social media and there's no physical presence like you a ghost. You know what I mean? Just balance it.
When you
Make it
say
even.
now going back on, and I'm gonna end, we're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Now, when you said, I know you said something about creating an algorithm when you put it on. You were basically saying you waiting for them to put you out.
So basically, you flooding the algorithm with your, like say you make a hashtag.
Okay.
Like my hashtag is plug music, PLGMSC or TD Savvy. You know, if you go on there and you click the hashtag, it's thousands of posts that's built up because of years and years and years of me using this post. So that creates my algorithm. So anytime I hashtag it, anybody that's already following this, it pops up to their feed.
Can I stop you right there?
Yes, sir.
That's, let me think of the weird to say. When you create hashtags, I'm saying right, even when you creating brands, anytime you make them personable, it's hard to catch them. You gotta make them trendy.
Trendy, yeah.
Because people, until you get there, people ain't gonna type that trending hashtag in. So yeah, when if you pay attention to the trending hashtags, you got millions of different people in the hashtag. Because people are going to that specific hashtag because it's trending or something. Everybody
Music,
looking.
hashtag trending, hashtag.
If I do a hashtag JTV3.org or hashtag Joe Baker, it's
Yeah, it's too personal.
I'm only gonna be in there.
Yes, it's too
personal.
personal. Yeah.
And that's where that's when, and then going back to the social media.
It's like that.
I understand what you're saying about not you want to be able to be touched and be feelable. The social media is gonna put you in that. It's gonna put you there. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And it don't take nothing $10, $15 because you want to get on the algorithm. Just get on the algorithm. Don't keep feeding them.
Yeah.
I'll probably spend $200 a month, you know what I'm saying, across the board on everything, unless it's YouTube. If I go to YouTube, I'm gonna put 200 because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Now YouTube, they gonna eat.
Yeah, that they gonna eat.
And one of the best kept secrets on YouTube is they do have the promote button, but the only way you can get to it is on the laptop. When you go to the laptop, if you're familiar with it, if you're not, jump in the comment section, DM me, email, whatever. When you go to your content, you're gonna see the monetize sign, you're gonna see the editor sign, you're gonna see something that look like a message sign. But when you see them three dots, when you click on it, it's gonna have it's one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. So a lot of people putting content on YouTube, and most people thinking, I'm gonna post and eventually something's gonna take off. It's rare, like bruh said, that you go, it's very, very rare that happens. But a lot of people that you done seen it happen to, they probably put $15, $20 on a decent post. And then they had their catalogs and they was consistent after they done it. Because when you going viral, you gotta pay attention, like I was showing bro yesterday. It's 3 or 4 of the prison videos, and that's why I ain't been that's why I've just been loading up on it. Because they going crazy right now. Let them continue to go crazy. I'm watching the views move, I'm watching. And they go over at some point, the minute I see it slow down, I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit them.
Beast.
Yeah, but it's all strategic because the minute a lot of people will post something on TikTok, they'll see, dang, they got 15,000 views in the hour. That's viral. They'll go live. The reason they'll do that is because you on the algorithm and your views is moving so fast, they gonna see that video and your icon gonna be lit up that you live. So they gonna watch the video and be like, man, he interested. He don't like it. Boom, they gonna click. That's what I was doing that. I'll post a story, be like, they got 30,000 views on 2 hours. I get on there and go live. Have 1,500 people on my live in 30 minutes, sell 250 books, get out in an hour. So, all those tricky, you can do the same thing on Instagram.
I do that with my clothes in.
Yeah. That's really all it takes.
Hey,
That's all it
the
takes.
social sites give you bonuses and shit for
Yeah.
using every
Yeah.
feature that they got. If you use every feature they got, live, scheduled posts, all that shit, yeah, they give you bonuses. Bro.
You just using the software, but you use the, I see what you're
Use
saying.
everything they got.
Tip on your clothing. I went through your page a couple times because I know what to create the content that's tied into what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because and then use the hashtag because it's that lane is huge right now. Use the hashtags that's got something to do with that's what it is. Yeah. Then you catch them. Like when you put it like my hashtag, they gonna match everything I do. On TikTok, it's gonna be inmates of TikTok, prison, you know You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, inmates of TikTok. Boom. Then I'll probably throw in a couple of randoms that I know this, but it's what I know people.
Yeah.
This got something to do with what I'm
See, I didn't know
doing.
that. See, I just be, okay.
Yeah, it's got something to do, yeah.
It's like think of it as like you walk into a convention,
Mhm.
right? And there's all these booths,
Yeah.
and you know, damn, that's the people that's gonna buy it, but I don't know which one.
Mhm.
So think of the hashtag as like, damn, this is a room.
Mm-hmm.
One hashtag, which room am I gonna step in
That's it.
to sell my stuff to all the people that's in this room?
Yep.
And
That's what I try to do with my hookahs, because it's hookahs and I got fruit hookahs, fresh fruit hookahs,
Yep.
hookah smoke,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that people that's using. And then what I do look at the numbers on there, how many
Just
thousands,
look at the numbers.
how many, I'm using that, then I'm
And
gonna
that-
tap that into it, so
And that
that.
hashtag is powerful because regardless if it's a celebrity, if they hit the hashtag and you hit it, you're in there with them. You know what I'm saying? Desi Banks could be in the hashtag. You put the same hashtag, you could be your video could be right beside him, but you
like
ain't gonna hear
Air
it.
Force One.
Yeah.